Seems that our Superbird is ready for the cherry on the top of the cake.
Yeah.
He's been working so hard at getting everything built out, done a great job. You utilized a lot of original openings in the core support that would have been for AC lines and things like that, and that's awesome. It's a good job. I love it. So now the 2.5-ton nose cone is ready to go on, the cherry on the top. So on the conversion kit to take the Roadrunner from a Roadrunner and turn it into a Superbird, we bought that kit from Ted Janik. What you're doing is you're taking parts that were made originally out of steel and or aluminum, and you're changing them to a fiberglass. This was something Ryan deserves total hats off to.
I mean, Ryan did a fabulous job, you know, fabricating all the pieces that actually go into this nose. I don't know how many hours we got into that nose, but it looks phenomenal.
Right now he's just finishing sucking down all the bolts on it. When he's done, he can wire the headlights so they'll work, and then he'll go back to putting the rest of the interior together.
Yep. Nice.
So now that the big part of the Superbird is together that make it a Superbird, like the nose cone and the wing, I can go ahead and start putting the graphics on. The big Plymouth down the side, I got to do that. I got the standing bird.
I'll tell you, he's awesome. I mean, the guy can lay down decals almost blindfolded.
Decals can be a real bear, all right? They can be a pain in the butt. And if I screw it up, I'm screwing up my own work, so I have to write the check.
I think Mark kind of chomps at the bits watching the cars out here whenever they get down to the point where it's ornamentation on the car, you know, whether it be body tags or especially decals.
So it's great when you have my reference room with the original diagrams, the original blueprints of how things went, the exact piece of paper that 50 years ago, snapshot in time, another guy was using to put the same graphics on. Everything came out great on the Superbird, succeeded perfectly at installing a Superbird decal kit from our friends at Phoenix Graphics. You're welcome, I made y'all look good.
That big, huge Plymouth on the side there on the quarter panel is just so unique. It just kind of makes the car pop. And of course that Roadrunner, who doesn't like the Roadrunner? Especially when he's holding the helmet, because you know he's gonna be going fast. I'm getting down to the wire on the 70 Superbird. What I'm doing right now is installing all the windshield trim on the front windshield. I install it by hand. It's kind of tedious. You just kind of get a feel for it. Now that I got all the window trim installed in our 70 Superbird, I can get it up in the air and get that unique, accurate exhaust system. Our exhaust system doesn't quite fit like we wanted to with these TTI headers, so I'm actually going to get George over from the metal shop, have him cut up this exhaust just a little bit, do a little bit of modifying, a little bit of welding, and we'll have it fit perfect. So when we put the collectors on there, George actually kind of figured out where he needed to make his cut, went ahead and cut off the existing exhaust. Then, since the collector doesn't exactly match up with the exhaust pipe, he had to put a couple little elbows in there, so he took pieces of pipe, kind of fabbed them into place, got nice smooth bends on it so we get a good airflow, and got it all welded into place. Does a fabulous job.
So this is the moment of truth.
I'm ready.
Been hard at it, lots of pieces and parts in place. There's a multitude of things under there that can go bad. The engine's in, the drivetrain's in, everything's connected. We have the battery ready to connect. We literally are at the point now where we can start this car, or at least try to start this car. So Dave's gonna get in the car. This uses an electronic fuel pump on it, not like the old cars that were mechanical. So he's gonna go in, turn the key to the on position. That'll energize our fuel pump. Once it creates the pressure that it needs, it'll shut off. At that point, you're ready to go into the start mode.
Yeah.
He'll crank it over and hopefully it will start.
Fire baby up. I mean, I got everything checked off in the car. You know, it seems like I've only been working on this car hardcore for 3 weeks. My mind's just been spinning and spinning. Stress level is at just all-time maximum.
So we're ready for step one.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's do ignition. It's like a countdown. Like Apollo, like a countdown.
Make sure that baby's in neutral.
This is the first Hellcat engine using the Mopar controller on the planet today. You're talking about first offs? Yeah, this is the first off. Could there be problems? At least 1,000. Am I hoping for none? Absolutely, because we have just, I will say, very little time to make it to the show. You got the key on?
Yeah, keys on.
Keys on. Fuel pump is powered up. You're in neutral.
Yep. I got no foot on anything. I'm just gonna crank it. This thing has 707 horsepower, fuel injected. I mean, all computer controlled with, you know, rack and pinion steering, coil over shocks. I mean, this is just the ultimate muscle car. Ready?
Do it.
You know, pray to God that the thing lights up, so.